Your autobiography entitled Wonderful Today, published in the Headline Review, was a great success. What was the original idea for this new book, My Life in Pictures?
I get many letters from young girls who wanted me to write the book because they want to know about fashion in the 60s because they love it. And so I thought, well, if I have a big collection of all the jobs that I've been doing since I started modelling, and on for years and years and years, this could be fun. I think it is a fun book.
A book full of pictures. What was the most fun part of the book?
Well, I had to work with the editor.
Yeah?
And he found so many photographs of me when I was modelling that I hadn't seen before. And what is also very strange is quite often I don't remember being photographed like that, because when I put on the clothes, I become another person, right? So that's why I don't remember. But I do remember photographs in social situations.
Patty, is there a favorite picture among all the pictures you have published?
I like a picture that I took of George Harrison and me, so it's a self-portrait of both of us. I put a camera on a tripod, and when we came back from India, I was very pleased to see my roses had grown in the garden. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to photograph of George and me. So I said, come stand in front of the roses. And I put my camera on a tripod, put the timer on, and then went back to stand near George. We were meant to be looking at the camera. Obviously it took too long. And George looks away, and I'm looking really worried. But it's a nice photograph because I like to think that George is looking away and he's thinking of music. Yeah. Whereas I'm looking at the camera thinking, come on, when are you going to click?
Really particular. Yeah.
You were only 19 when you met George during the filming of The Hard Day Night, in which you were cast as a student fan of the Beatles. What did you remember about that period? Tell me some anecdotes.
It was very funny because we had to wear school uniform, me and this other girl. We got on a train that was going to go all the way down to Cornwall for maybe 5 hours there, 5 hours back. And the train went, and then it stopped at this tiny station, and there were only 4 figures on the platform. Nobody else, just 4 figures, like in a movie, right? and they got on the train, and it was the Beatles. So they came into our carriage, and they shook hands, and they were very polite and graceful, and we thought they were charming. And then the filming started.
Yeah. It's true that when you met George, he asked you if you would marry him, and then he said, well, if you don't want to marry me, would you come to dinner with me?
Yes, it's true. But I had to say no because I was seeing my boyfriend that evening. So George's face dropped. He looked a bit sad. Mm-hmm. And I thought maybe he doesn't know anybody in London. Yeah. So I said, why don't you come with us? You join us. And he said, no. Mm-hmm. No.
For the first time.
What passions did you have in common with George?
We very keen on horticulture and gardens together, and we loved growing different plants, and this is what we like to do, and we loved to see our friends. We had lots of friends, and just go and see them or they'd come and see us. Mm-hmm.
Thinking about George today, what did you miss about him?
I miss the fact that sometimes I think of all sorts of situations and I can't remember the answer to, or things that I need confirmation. And George is the only person. But I can't talk to him now. Yeah. I can talk to him, but he won't answer me.
You are the muse for 2 great songs, Something and Wonderful Tonight. How did you feel when you hear these songs on the radio?
I love it. I get very excited still. you know, but only because they're beautiful songs.
Do you have any regret?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because if I regret having done something, I wouldn't learn anything. So if I make mistakes, then I learn. And life is about learning, because so that you can progress.
Yes, every day.
What are the most beautiful memories life has given you?
This is a very difficult question, because I feel I've been very lucky when I'm happy, and then sometimes I've been, in my life, I've been very, very sad. And so I've had a combination of both strong emotions.
Do you have any dreams in life?
Yes, to an extent. Yeah, I always dream of different things that would be lovely to have in my life. Yeah.
And one in particular?
Well, you know, I love travelling, and a dream is for me to travel to many countries that I haven't been to yet.
Which country did you prefer?
Well, I don't know. When I went to Venezuela, this was before it was in a bad situation as it is now. It was the most beautiful country. Really fabulous.
If you could meet George again, what would you say to him?
Oh, I would like to talk to him about our youth, when we were young, and I feel that we were growing up together. We were having the same new experiences together. You know, like spiritual experiences, and the first time we went to India, you know, it was major, because it was we learned about a completely new culture, and you know, this was exciting. We were in a very lucky position to be with somebody like Ravi Shankar, who obviously, you know, the most revered sitar player in India, and also he's very cultured, and he knows about Indian philosophy and culture, and he taught us so much. And I would like to have all of that back again with George.
What are you leaving behind in the new year? Something that you didn't like, something negative that you don't want to think about anymore?
My little sister died, and it was very sad. You know, I have a photograph of her by my bed, and you know, I just talked to her, and I think how sad she was. She was like 50 when she died, because she was just
Terrible.
too greedy for alcohol and drugs, and it killed her. But she was so sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Never say never to what?
Anything. Never say never to a new experience.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
My
Okay.
pleasure.